Hi guys, to start the video, I first want to show you what my current brush collection looks like. It's a combination of different brands, but most of my brushes are Sigma brushes because it was the first brush set I ever invested in. I got these about 4 years ago and they're still in really good condition. They're all really nice and full. Even the smaller brushes are in really good condition after 4 years of heavy use. So this is what my first brush set looked like. I got these a long time ago, so I think I'm missing some of the smaller brushes, but I got the Sigma Essential Kit if I can remember correctly. To clean my brushes, I'm going to be using the Sigma brush cleaning mat, which is a great tool that'll make your life easier, especially if you have a lot of brushes. It's easy to use and it fits snugly into any sink. I'm going to be using this bowl as my sink today so you can see each step. To wash my brushes, I'm going to be using the Sigma brush shampoo liquid, which is amazing, as you're about to witness yourself in just a moment here. The first step is to dampen the brush completely, and then you can add your brush shampoo directly on the bristles of the brush. This way it's more direct and you won't waste as much product. Then you can start to work the brush on the mat. I'm using the large beads on the mat, which are meant to clean larger brushes. Afterwards, I like to rinse and then use the horizontal lines on the mat, which will wash away any leftover residue. Then once that's all done, I like to squeeze out all the water, and I like to give it a good squeeze just to help the brushes dry faster. The less water your brushes have, the faster they will dry. This applies especially to those large face brushes, and you know your brush is clean when it's completely washed through. To wash your smaller brushes, you're going to repeat the same process. You're going to dampen, apply shampoo, but this time you're going to use the left side of the mat where there is more texture. It'll get in between the bristles more easily, and then all you have to do is massage the brush on the mat, rinse it with water, and then use the small horizontal lines to wash away any remaining shampoo or residue. Again, don't forget to squeeze out all of the water from your brush for a faster drying time. To wash your beauty blender, make sure that it's nice and damp all the way to its core, and then apply a generous amount of brush shampoo while squeezing your beauty blender so the shampoo penetrates the surface. Then you can give it a couple of really good squeezes. This is the part where all the makeup and the gunk will come out, and it's during this part that you want to massage your sponge on the mat to make the cleaning process easier for you. After that's done, rinse your beauty blender with water and then make sure you squeeze out all of the shampoo and water, and just like that you get a nice clean beauty blender. After washing your brushes, you can let them air dry on the towel overnight. If you're interested in getting high quality brushes, you can use the code Cinthia with an I to get 10% off your purchase at Sigma Beauty. To prime my face, I'm going to use Too Faced Hangover Primer, and then I'm going to be using my Sigma F80, which is a flat Kabuki brush. It's really nice and dense, so it does a really good job at delivering full coverage, and it will leave you with an even layer without excessively absorbing product. Also, because it's flat, it makes application easier because it'll hug your face and distribute product evenly. It is just the perfect foundation brush. For concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer to highlight my face, and I'm going to be using the shade of Vanilla, so it's really nice and luminous. To blend it all out, I'm going to use a Sigma F65, which is a large concealer brush, and because this is a synthetic brush, it'll do a perfect job at blending out this concealer, because synthetic brushes are perfect at blending creams and liquids without absorbing excess product. And then I'm just going back with my Sigma F80 to make sure that everything is really nice and blended and that there are no lines. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier loose setting powder, and I'm going to be using a Sigma F35 brush, which is a tapered highlighter brush. You can use this brush to do everything and anything, which is why I love it so much. Next, I'm going to be setting my whole face using a Sigma F20, which is a large powder brush, and I love that it has a short handle, which makes the use of it really easy, and it's really nice and large and soft, and it's just a really great face brush. I'm also going to be using this same powder brush to apply my bronzer, and because it is a larger size, it's going to disperse the product more evenly, so it's going to be softer as opposed to focusing the product in a very specific area. To highlight, I'm going to go back to my Sigma F35 brush. I just feel like it's the perfect size, and I'm going to pick up some of Makeup Forever's illuminating powder, and I'm using the shade 02. To contour my face, I'm going to be using a Sigma F10 powder slash blush brush. This is a slightly smaller face brush and it's also more flat, so it's going to be a better brush to contour with because it's going to give me more precision. To apply my blush, I'm going to be using a Sigma F15, which is a dual fiber powder slash blush brush. And because this has more sparse bristles, it's going to pick up less product and it's going to apply less product, so it's going to give you a more natural, soft finish. To bake my face, I'm going to use a Sigma F56, which has this really bizarre shape to it, but it's actually perfect to bake the face because it will actually hug your cheek, and it's also really nice and dense, so it's going to really pack on that product. To do my eyebrows, I'm going to use a Sephora Pro Brow Brush, and this is number 20. Personally, I like to start by drawing the base of the eyebrow, and then I draw the tail. After the tail is sculpted, I like to fill the tail using my dip brow, and then afterwards, I like to run the spoolie through the whole eyebrow. And you can think of the spoolie as your eraser. It will tone down the intensity of the eyebrow the more you brush it through. After that's done, I like to complete the details, so I do short brush strokes, and that will give the illusion of natural eyebrow hair. To clean it all up, I'm going to use a Sigma F75 concealer brush, and this is also synthetic bristles, which means that it's going to be perfect at blending out creams and liquids without absorbing any excess product. And after I'm done filling in my eyebrows, I'm going to brush away all of that excess powder using my Sigma F20. To apply my eyebrow highlight, I'm going to use an Inglot 11S brush, which is also synthetic, but I feel like it does a really great job at packing on the product because it's really nice and flat. And to start my smoky eye, I'm going to use my Sigma E40, which is a tapered blending brush. This is a larger blending brush, so it's going to cover more surface area, and in this case, I'm starting at my crease, so it's going to do a great job at blending out this shade. Next, I'm going to use my Sigma E25 brush, which is a really good blending brush. It's not as full as the previous, so it's going to do a good job at packing on and blending out this color, but it'll do so lower in my crease because it's not as large as the previous brush I just used. Now I'm going to use my Sigma E38 brush, which is a very slim blending brush, and this means that it's going to focus this darker color really low on my crease. Next, I'm going to be using a Sigma E50, which is a really dense, flat brush that's going to do a great job at packing on that color, and in this case I'm packing on this darker brown on my eyelid. And to make this look even smokier, I'm going to pick up some black with that same brush, and I'm going to pack it on really low on my eyelid, almost at the roots of the lashes, and I'm going to work it upwards. And then I'm going to go back to my E38 brush to diffuse my outer corner instead of having it be so round. To tightline my lower lash line, I'm going to use my Sigma E15, which is this really dense flat brush, which is going to do a really good job at picking up a lot of product. So it's going to pack on a lot of product and give you a really nice bold look. To blend out this harsh line we just drew on, I'm going to use a Sigma E20, which is a short shader brush, and this short dense brush will do a great job at blending out any harsh lines. I'm then going to pick up some black with my E15 brush, and I'm going to pack that on the lower lash line to make it look more bold, and then I'm going to go back to my E20 short shader to diffuse that. Once I'm done with my lower lash line, I'm going to tightline both my top waterline as well as my bottom waterline with a dark brown eyeliner. And to complete the look, I'm going to apply some NARS Pigalle, which is one of my, or no, it's actually my absolute favorite lipstick of all time. And then I'm going to go back to my E35 highlighting brush and I'm going to highlight my collarbones and the hollows on my shoulders because I just love me some glow. To even it all out, I'm going to bronze my shoulders and my chest using my Sigma F20 brush, and I'm using my Anastasia bronzer in the shade Saddle. And let's not forget to bronze those shoulders. Yes, oh my god. To seal it all in, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter, and that does it. That completes this look. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please make sure to drop me a like, and also don't forget to subscribe for new videos every single week. Again, thanks again for watching. I will see you on the next one.